2 eyeliner hacks that will give you the most beautiful eye shape and will help you to not struggle with putting eyeliner on. So grab an eyeliner pencil, whichever one you like, preferably something that is creamy. Doesn't matter if it's luxury or budget, just find a creamy eyeliner. I'm using today Victoria Beckham, and I'm using a kind of bluish color because I want you guys to be able to see the application. So most people go in and they do this, or they pull it and they try to draw their liner on. That's where everything gets really messy really quick. And it's hard to do that because it's hard to draw not only a straight line, but to draw around a curved shape. Take your pencil, place it on its side and start in the middle. Use the downward motion that is already part of that eye. So instead of trying to struggle, if you start at the center and work downward, it's easy for your hand and your eye coordination to work that way. Place and pull downward. Now at this point, it doesn't need to be perfect because I have a tip for you guys to soften any little bumps that there may be. But the goal is that you're right against the lash line and you're working against it. You're letting the lash line also help you to get a really thin line. Now once we have that placed down, we're going to go now and work this way. So I'm not going all the way into the corner yet. I'm just working in an upward motion this way and meeting to that center. So as you can see, I worked here and here, just easier that way, and then just meeting them in the middle. From there, you're going to go and you're going to nick this little corner down here and meet it to the other point. Now, if it's looking too harsh, especially if you use a black liner, and as we age, I'm in my 40s, it's really important to soften the definition lines. What you're going to do is take a small domed brush. You're going to use the side and very softly blend. Now say you want to create a bit of a flick to kind of open that eye, especially if you have a puppy dog eye or a crescent eye where it goes downward from here all the way down. You're going to not add more liner because that's where it starts to look very harsh. You're trying to stay soft and natural. Just kind of create the illusion of a lift. Use whatever is on your brush. You can even grab a little bit from the liner up top up here and then pull lightly upward. The goal is to create kind of a soft shadow at the edge rather than a hard line. Now say you're trying it this way and you're still like, Cheri, it is not working. The eyeliner's all over the place. I just can't seem to make the pencil work for me. I got you. Take your pencil, take your brush, I like a thin angled brush, and apply the liner to the brush. You can also warm it up on the back of your hand. Let's say you have an eyeliner that's a little harder and you want to warm it up a bit first. Use your skin. Your skin's got heat and oil in it. It's great for warming up pigments. Then you're going to go in and go back and forth. You want to make sure that it's loaded on both sides. And now we have it on the brush. For those of you that really struggle with eyeliner, this is the way I'd go. Then you're going to take where the edge goes this way, up a bit. You're going to stamp this across the lash line. And once again, you're going to work from one angle and then the next angle. Don't try to go all the way across in one fell swoop. Just work on that lash line. Let your lashes help guide your application. And your lashes will wiggle a bit. That's how you know you're doing it right. Take the tip of your brush, not the full brush, just the tip. This helps you to control how long you want that line to go outward, and place a little line upward. If you want, you could stamp it, but then you automatically already have the length. Up to you. Then you're going to bring it in. Now you can leave the center all the way to the inner corner alone if you want to, just so that the outside eye area has a lift. It focuses the eye upward. But if you want to continue the look, just go ahead and take a little more of the product off the back of your hand and use the angle that's going this way in this inner corner here. Just nick that inner corner. So now we have one piece, two. The third piece would be this rainbow shape. You can just lightly freehand it, or if you want a little more control, very lightly pull at the outer corner of the eye, lightly curve around the center. But do you see how close I am to the lash line? Hopefully you're noticing I really fill this part in, but my hand starts to soften up as I work upward. Very important. You don't want to use the same pressure for your whole makeup look. There's all these little things that make the difference in your makeup. And that is me telling you from a 25-year experienced professional makeup artist, those are the things that make and break a look, is your pressure, your application, your textures, which I'll get into all that with you guys later. So you want a softer look? Go in with a softer hand. You want a more of a bold look? Go in with a tiny bit more pressure. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and soften both of these lines up. Now feel free to use the same color story. So if you're using a black eyeliner, you can use a black shadow. It could be matte, it could have a little sparkle in it, up to you. But I'm gonna go in with a totally different color because I like to bring colors together. It's important for me to have colors kind of swirl and have all these different tonalities because so do our eyes. There's very few people in the thousands of makeup that I've done that you just see one color. Very, very, very rare. Most of the time you see several different shades of color. So I try to do that also with my eyeliner, and that helps to bring out different eye colors. So I have a cool blue on my eye, which will help bring out the brown, but I have green in my eye too. So I'm gonna grab a warm brown with a little red undertone and put it right on top to create some complexity here. I'm gonna go in with this NARS shadow. This is a brown with a little bit of gold in it. Loading both sides of the brush up, tapping off any excess, and I'm just going to stamp right on top of the liner we just placed down. The same on the other side. I'm going to go with a little less because it's got a little too brown for me, so let's just soften it up a bit because I want to have that blue come through a bit. You see it has a little bit of the brown in there and it has the blue still showing through. If you want to create a little more drama, since this eye's a bit darker, you can take whatever's left over, just meet this corner here. And then soften it once again, medium pressure, and then softly blend inward. Taking a small domed brush, I'm going to grab a little bit of these two powder colors here and soften this line by going from the inner corner and wrapping it around. Doing the same technique, you can mix these two. No hard liner underneath, just the powder this time. Creates a softer look while still adding definition all the way around the eye. And then feel free to go in with a little bit of shimmer. Pop it on the inner corner, a little bit on the brow bone. And just for fun, we can add a little bit underneath. Just to give a nice shimmery little lift. Last little tip, if this still feels too dark to you, go in with a matte color. You can even use face powder and go right on top to soften it. I also like doing this because it creates a bit of an ombre effect. I'll stamp it on top of the liner. As you can see, it creates a nice gradation of color. And yet another way to wear eyeliner. Hopefully this video helped you guys to play with eyeliner in a way that will be easier and more approachable and have some fun. Questions, suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. See you guys in the next video.
To support the content, go ahead, subscribe, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to use the affiliate links. When you guys use my links, it helps give me a small commission to continue to do this channel. If you guys would like to see more, you can also head to TikTok or Instagram or CheriVoyage.com. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. See you soon.